Welcome to my party, we're just getting started. A life is a dream or a nightmare scarring. Hand me a drink, cause I think I'm going all in. Get me a shrink who can catch me when I'm falling. Cover up my scars, flip the handlebars, crashing in my car, wake up in a bar.
Welcome back to Two Broke Guys. We're in a nice early Saturday morning. I got a special guest star with us here, Tommy Boy, or T Bizzle. He went to college with me at McPherson College. You want to say hi to the camera a little bit?
What up?
We got a special treat. We're headed to Bonham, Texas to go pick up an old Mustang. It's been sitting for quite a while. It was in a fire. It's quite the unit. We'll see how long it takes us to get it back on the road. We'll have a multi-part little series talking about that car and what all we're going to do with it. Got the trailer behind us. And we're gonna have some fun. What was your first reaction? You saw the pictures of the car.
Man, I hope Drew doesn't ask me to help him pick this up, but here we are, bright and early for us college kids, hoping this thing's not seized up and comes onto the trailer easy.
Yeah, we brought some wheels. The wheels that are on it are almost one with the ground, so brought a hammer for the brakes. We'll see. It's gonna be fun. So next time you see the camera, it'll be us moving this car.
6.5 hours later.
Here it is, 1967 Mustang. So, yeah, she's rough. But it is a 289 car originally. Looks like it was originally a blue and a vinyl top. It's pretty rough inside. As you can see, it was in a fire actually. But yeah, we're gonna put new floors in it, put a new powertrain in it, and redo all the wiring the car's gonna need, obviously, and see if we can get back on the road. So we're gonna do a whole little resurrection part series on this, and just have y'all follow us along as we tear into this car and get it back on the road. All right, so as you saw, we got the car back to the house. It's another day here. We got Brandon back.
Yep. Back from work, back from Austin.
And we've been taking the car apart a little bit. Yeah. Brandon, why don't you tell them a little bit of what we found?
Well, for one, the hood latch was giving us all kinds of trouble. Luckily, I assume there's been a problem before because the back of the hood was unbolted, so we could just lift up the back of the hood and take off the piece up here, and we got the hood off. I make it sound easy, but that took a good bit. It took a little bit of time. That was not a fun job. But once the hood was off, we could look at the VIN. We found out it was a C-code Mustang, so it's a 2-barrel 289. This is probably the original color based off the trim tag, unless they painted it the exact same color. It's a vinyl top, so I think that's cool. He doesn't like it. I like vinyl tops.
Vinyl top's not going back on.
But like I said, 2-barrel 289, and well, there ain't much of the 289 still left in here. It looks like we have a seized block, most likely. I mean, there's no heads, and lifter valley is completely exposed. There is nothing in it.
It's like there's a whole tree in it.
Yeah, exactly. There's a whole tree in it.
No longer really a motor.
Yeah. Before we opened the hood, we were actually talking about soaking the cylinders and being able to turn it over.
Yeah.
And then we saw, we kept seeing less and less things. First thing we noticed, there was no intake on it. Then he was like, oh, there's no valve covers. And I'm like, there's no heads. There ain't nothing on this thing.
But we found the heads and intake.
Yeah, come
in the
on
trunk
over
of
here.
the car.
Yeah.
So if you want to come look on the inside of this bad boy, we've got all the interior just about out.
Yep.
Here, you can see this.
Yeah, we front seats weren't even bolted in. The back seats gave us more trouble, but after a phone call to my dad, we figured them out. They just lift up, and it was just giving us trouble. But
You can see here a little better. Told you earlier the car was in a fire. It's pretty apparent. We found where it might have started. There's some wire there that didn't even make it to the fuse block. That could have been the problem. If it had just made it to these fuses, you know, maybe the car wouldn't have burnt up. And there's the hole we got. I think we might do the whole floorboards. I think it might really just be easier than trying to do a patch, but we'll think about it.
now let's stop looking at the negatives here.
Yeah.
The positive is his subframes look pretty darn good.
Yeah,
Not a lot of rust on the vital parts of the car.
underneath the
Now,
car, pretty
back to the
structurally
back.
sound.
The roof,
Yeah.
pretty well rusted out in a few places,
Yeah, we got some holes.
which is indicative of it having a vinyl top.
Part of
they
why I
did-
hate vinyl tops.
Yeah, they didn't actually seal it before they put down the vinyl tops, and it creates an issue. Once water gets underneath it, they just start rotting.
Yeah.
But I'll try to convince them to put the vinyl top back on it.
Yeah, we're not doing that. But that's money we don't got. But there's the heads and intake, valve covers, and the antenna. Maybe we'll put a radio back in this thing. Who knows? But we don't have the key yet. Waiting on that to come in the mail.
Yeah.
The title and the key should be coming in the mail. It was in a safe deposit box. So we'll get the trunk open then. We might unbolt it. and see
Well,
what we
I
can get
feel
to it.
like I'm about to send them back there cave diving. To go and undo those 3 bolts right there, and we'll just pop the trunk up, and we'll show you what kind of goodies are in there. I see at least one hubcap.
Yeah.
So we have at least one hubcap.
Let's go see if we can find a set. And we'll get the camera if we get this trunk open. All right.
Hey, we got the trunk open.
It's open. This paint is very nice. Wish the rest of the car looked like that. It doesn't. We got one hubcap.
Yeah. We got a radio. We're gonna
We
be
got a
cruising
radio.
with some tunes.
How did you know? I love this song. Making my way downtown.
We'll put that back in there. No way
Yeah,
it
we
works
got
ever again.
Genuine Auto Light distributor.
Yeah.
And don't forget, genuine Auto Light 2-barrel carcass.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing much left.
Yep. And 2-barrel intake and the set of heads.
And we got the blower motor right here.
Yeah. Got a little blower motor.
Yeah. And we got the horn.
Horn.
You know, that's half what you need.
That hole right there is actually, believe it or not, looking at the car, is the only rust hole on the body besides the roof.
Yeah.
The rest of the car is really solid.
And we have this car is nothing but carcasses. We have
Yeah.
the carcass of the gauge cluster. The other bits over there, the actual bezel part.
Yeah, no actual insides of it like Speedo or I don't even know if they have tacks on them.
But at least you can get one of them cheap electronics ones or whatever.
Yeah, I
however you
think we
say
found a
that.
couple on Marketplace too, and you know, this might be the Marketplace mobile.
Oh, we got power steering pump. I don't know if you mentioned that one, but you know, it's there. It's
Good
a power
core.
steering car, which
core.
is good because he would have to buy. You know, these cars are light enough. Manual steering would be just fine. But
Yeah.
hey, he's got power steering.
Yep, that's now that it doesn't close, so that's gonna be a problem. But
We'll set something heavy on it.
yeah, I'll put something heavy on there.
Put a tire on it, and
Yeah.
yeah. But all the glass, great shape except for the windshield.
Yeah, windshield gonzo.
Probably
the rest of the
noticed
glass.
that.
Yeah, we don't know if we said it out loud, but
Yeah.
it's
Now,
gone.
for those of you who have ever looked for parts for these, he actually has the coupe drip rails.
Yeah.
The trim for the drip rails on these things.
Yeah,
Which are pretty hard to find.
I don't know if we can really tell. Let me get a little closer
They're
here.
in good shape.
Yeah, they actually aren't too bad. We'll probably take them off, and if they're worth anything, sell them because that's just more money towards the car. And we're not trying to look fancy here. But I think that's probably going to do us for this night, and then we'll see what we do next. Not entirely sure what the next plan is. At least a power wash for much of anything else.
Yeah. And we didn't mention it before, but sadly she has an 8-inch in her. We had our fingers crossed it was a 9, but it's an 8.
It is an 8. But yep, so that's it for now. We'll see what happens next on the car.
Yep.
All right, we got it on the ground. It's now a roller.
Yeah, after we bought 2 seized brake drums.
And there, it's on.
The front one, since you can take the whole hub off with it, it went a lot easier. But the back one liked to kill us.
Yeah, that one,
It took forever.
not fun.
But she's officially a roller now.
Yeah.
So that's good. And the front spindles are looking good. Like I said, we had that one off right there, and it looks just fine. So.
Yeah, now we're better on the ground here. Show you a little bit of the mess. But yeah, that's pretty nice. But that's not important. We'll get a different motor. That's not. But probably a little dark. But the core support, all good.
Look, and you can tell she has compression from the fact you can't turn it with your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the invisible cylinder head, you know, that dirt dauber nest, that's like 0.5 compression right there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. But really, car's really, it's pretty straight for what it is. I mean, it's obviously a rough car, but.
No, I mean, a lot of times this underneath the battery box rots out because of the battery acid and stuff. And
Core supports are always gone on every car.
Core support looks good. Doesn't look like it's been jacked up in the wrong place from these supports right here. Those aren't all bent up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Body wise, looking good. Roof and floor, not as much.
Not as much, but those, you know, roof can be
Those are
fixed.
optional anyways. I mean, they came in convertibles. So.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just chop this top off and there we go, weight reduction, race car.
Yes, sir. And now we're ready for a circle track, you know, because we got biased brakes on the one side. It'll help us turn as long as we find a right turn only track.
Yeah, which is, I don't know if those exist, but
we'll just do
maybe they have a reverse night. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that's gonna be it for us tonight on the car. I'm not sure what the next step will be, but what do you think the next step is?
The next step is power washing it and getting all the tree that you have in there.
Yeah, for sure.
So we can actually see because I'm curious to see whether or not the steering box and everything like that is in there, because right now I can't see it.
You can't see
There's
anything.
Too much tree in here.
So yeah, I think next thing we'll get everything cleaned out of here and then probably yank the motor here soon.
The transmission, we pulled the dipstick on it, and you know, it was a little crusty, but you know, it was still red. So.
Yeah, the oil was still red, so I mean,
that's better than not red.
yeah, it could be okay. We'll have to find out, but
yeah.
Probably next time we have the camera on, we'll be cleaning this car up and maybe pulling the motor out. All right, we've got it cleaned up a little bit. It looks a lot better, as y'all kind of saw in the little montage we did. We cleaned it up a little bit here. I think the rest of it we'll just want to yank this piece of crap out of here, let it all fall off. We might have a motor for it here soon. Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you know, updates to come on that. Yeah, it should be pretty cool. You know, it'll be a dog at first, but
yeah.
Room to grow. You know,
room to grow.
Room to grow.
That's what matters.
Not much room left in here after.
No, there's not. There's not a lot left of that motor. I think that motor has had its lifetime.
Yep. Now, what is good is he looks to have all his power steering stuff in here. Now that the tree's not in here,
yeah.
I can see that it is mostly there. Who knows if it works or if anything works in here. But the car, 90% complete, I'd say.
Yeah,
I'd say it's got most of its stuff. Not counting the interior. It's missing quite a few trim pieces.
We got the interior over there, cleaned it up a little. Not really, though. But I think that's what we're going to call this video. And the next one will be us yanking this old motor out and dropping in the new one, hopefully. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.
Yes, sir. See y'all.